Well, we have certainly lucked out with the beautiful weather all weekend long. We are starting to see a few very light showers moving across the Carolinas and even parts of Georgia, but the bulk of the moisture is staying far to our south. So if you do have any friends traveling home from the Memorial Day weekend, keep in mind that it might be in and out of a few thunderstorms throughout the next several hours. Now, the big theme this week is we're going to see a little bit more heat and humidity building in, and that's going to help to spark a few very isolated showers and even a few thunderstorms really from any point from now through about Wednesday or so. I think most of us remain dry, but something to keep in mind as that heat builds in, because we will be in the 90s the next 3 days. It is going to be hot. It is going to feel like summertime as we get into the rest of this week. Now, towards the very end of the week, there is a chance for a few scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms, especially getting us into Thursday night into Friday. I don't expect this to bring us a lot of rain, but it will bring us a few late week showers. Now, waking up tomorrow morning, already feeling those temperatures a little bit on the mild side in the 50s and even well into the 60s across the upstate and northeast Georgia. Fairly light winds tomorrow, so that's not going to cool us down much. We will see those temperatures climb into the upper 80s and near 90 degrees for the upstate northeast Georgia and across the mountains, staying in the 80s. But these are typical temperatures we see in June and July. So definitely going to feel the heat and the humidity building in. Now, looking at our future radar and clouds, other than isolated showers this evening, mostly quiet conditions for our area. Into the overnight hours, most of that settles down. We're waking up to quiet, comfortable conditions to start, and then the humidity begins to build in. The mountains might wake up to some patchy, isolated fog. Other than that, that burns off and we see a mix of sun and clouds. So we build in the heat and the humidity. I can't rule out an isolated shower, especially as we move into the prime heating of the day tomorrow, getting us into the evening, but looking mostly dry for the majority of the time frame. Now, all eyes are on the tropics. We are just a couple days away from the official start of hurricane season, and we do have an area of interest that we need to watch. This area highlighted in orange is likely to develop over the next 5 days. Still has a fairly low chance of development, about a 40% chance, but it has gone up since yesterday. Looks like we'll see some of the remnants from Agatha, which is actually on the Pacific side of things. As it moves across the Yucatan Peninsula, I think we'll start to get in on some of that action as it moves east-northeast. So looking at two of the different models that we use, we've got our European model as well as our GFS model. Both of these are really picking up on something as we get into late next week into the weekend. So we've got the blues and the reds. GFS still not completely in agreement, but both of them are picking up on some sort of development by next week and getting us into early next week. The European model bringing this model a little bit closer to the Carolinas as we get into Sunday. GFS pushing it a little bit further out to sea. So still lots to watch with this particular system over the next few days, but at least for the time being, we're looking at mostly quiet conditions. Other than an isolated sprinkle, should be mostly dry through Wednesday. Temperatures in the lower 90s. 93 degrees on Thursday. I think the first half of the day Thursday remains nice and dry. Once we get into the afternoon and especially overnight, that will bring us a few scattered showers, even a possible thunderstorm as we get into Friday. We do clear things out just in time for the weekend, also cooling our temperatures down a little bit closer to average by next weekend, and then we'll start to increase those rain chances into early next week.